just a podcast underground. Cheap minds buzzing, webcams blurry. Want it out there, no need to worry. Fine K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to Budget Podcasting with Santa and these guys.
What is up?
Hello, everyone.
I need to change this because I forgot we had a chat at the bottom of the screen.
That's okay. Take the chat out.
No, I'll just put us all in one line.
How you doing, King Paco? Having fun with that Mac M4 Mac Studio? Paco just switched over from PC to Mac, and he spent a few days with a large headache.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I
Should
can
try using
imagine.
Linux. If you want a headache, use Linux.
Never. Yeah. Is it any resemblance to Windows?
Slightly, but fundamentally massively different underneath. But it's free and it does the job. It's really fast as well.
Wow.
Similar to Mac, actually, rather than Windows. It's got a lot more similarities to Mac.
Yeah, I've never explored too much past just regular Windows and Mac.
Yeah.
Well, there's no need, is there, really, for what you need?
Nah.
No, I've never experienced anything past Windows, so I'm stuck way back. Got Hatchet Assassin Gaming in the house. How's it going? Merry Christmas.
So today's episode is like we're trying to be Christmassy. It's Christmas Eve, right? We can call it that. It's a baby.
It is the
Christmas
Eve. Baby Eve. It's Baby Eve.
Yeah. So I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I have spent some time. Dude, I had a blast last weekend doing Santa downtown. We did something different this year. They had me walk around to all the restaurants on the main street in downtown.
Yeah.
And I felt like a superstar, dude. Like every restaurant, I couldn't go more than 5 feet without people stopping, eating, putting their forks down, and standing up and pulling me in. They wanted pictures. It was pretty fun. It was neat.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Hatchet Assassin said he wants to thank you both for helping me get my audio issues resolved and all the advice you have given me. And we thank you, man, for tuning in.
Definitely, man. That's why we do the show. Any advice or help we can give is definitely, what we can do.
And as always, we don't claim to be masters at any of this. We're just sharing what we know, learning as we go. And then when we realize we're wrong, we talk about that too. So
very true. Yeah. I've been wrong a lot.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it happened with me.
yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah. So it's very good when you can acknowledge that and stay humble and not think you're above. I don't ever, never been like that. Never
No.
been above.
The thing is with audio as well, you end up, there's so much to take in, isn't there? That,
Yeah.
you know, I thought within the 3 years I'd give myself, I'll be an expert.
No.
So many things now I still learn. I'm making mistakes, and but it's part of the fun, I think.
Yeah,
You make the mistakes, and then it's good fixing them.
there's no way you're going to be perfect at doing any of this,
Mm.
especially when you're working on a budget. You don't have a
Yeah.
team, it's just you. You got to figure things out on the go. You got to be adaptive. Adaptive during podcasting is like the biggest thing, because if you're not adaptive,
Yeah.
you're going to have issues.
You definitely got to be flexible and keeping your mind open all the time, because it's always going to change. You're always going to learn. And
There's
that's
always new things coming out. Like within the past 3 years, I think the technology for microphones, webcams, web services in general have just like really expanded and grown to make this available to anyone who really wants to do it on almost any type of budget.
And that's the other thing is we entered into budget because, for one, it was affordable, and then we did it enough that those budget companies, we reached out to them and they said, sure, we'll send you stuff, and that makes it easier because it's not like nobody's rich doing this, you know, at least when you start out. So having an edge in that manner helps, but we learned that you don't have to go spend $500 on a microphone to sound good.
Yeah, when I first started out, I'm like, oh, I want like the SM7B, I want all this stuff, but I got to start here. And then I've come to realize that no, I don't want that stuff anymore. I don't need it. Some of these microphones are just as good, if not better, than the Rode Pod mics out there, or anything like that. I mean, Fine in general, Fine Mayano, they're really taking over the budget space. Bay Faley could be coming in here soon in the U.S. market. They're in other markets right now, and they're freaking amazing. So we've come to realize that the budget gear, we that's what we like, because we get to teach people that you may not need, you know, the expensive stuff.
Plus, you can get them cheap. I mean, this thing I'm using now is a Roxton, which you might not have heard of. ROXDON.
Never.
I think they're a British company, so I think they're a slight level up in arguably quality and price with Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they're still like the top end of budget, I would say. This thing here is RRP of around about $200.
Oh.
Now, I do like the sound of it. I wouldn't pay $200. I got it for $30. But for exactly what we're saying, I've got a $200 microphone for $30. Who knows? You don't need an SM7B.
Mm-mm.
You know, there's bargains to be had with these types of things as well. So even these unknown brands, like we've said, by Fairley.
I mean,
I think
if you get to a point where you can afford to go ahead and grab stuff like that, then do it, because they are good. Like I have wherever it went, I have one that Red Cabin Acoustics sent, and I love it. I just don't get to use it that often because I'm always talking about this stuff.
Exactly. I mean, yes, if budget is no option, then yes, go out and get you a SM7B or a couple of them if you need them. But if you're working on a budget like most people are, then that's why we're in this space, because I got to tell you, like this microphone right here, the mic Clay's on, the Michael's on, freaking amazing sounding microphones at a fraction of the cost.
Yes,
I think as well with EQ makes a big difference, you know, because you can.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a video by, I can't remember who it was now, but he was saying where it was the room was more important.
Yeah.
So as long as you've got a decent microphone, as long as your room is fairly well set up to stop all the vibrations and reflections and things, then even a bad microphone can sound good, and obviously a good microphone can sound bad if you haven't got a decent room set up. So I think there's a lot of that as well, which again, I've certainly learned. I knew nothing about this. I just thought I'd plug a microphone in, I'd sound like Joe Rogan or something.
Nope.
End of story. And you go, nope, there's a hell of a lot more.
No.
A lot more to do. So
Everybody should really start with the room, but we don't. I didn't. It was
No.
something I learned along the way.
You had
Yeah.
a room within a room when you first started doing this, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so I maybe had a little edge on sound treatment because of the situation. But I wasn't thinking sound treatment. I was thinking I'm in my kitchen. So I don't want people to know it's the kitchen. So I put up a curtain, kind of like Michael's got.
yeah.
And that in itself is a little bit of dampening.
You don't want to see what's behind the curtain. It hides a multitude of sins.
It's more crabs. It's more crabs.
It is.
That's what it is.
Right.
It's more crabs.
There's a whole ocean behind there.
My wife was making dinner behind the curtain, and I was doing a live stream with my friend Eric Boneyard there.
Mhm.
Out of nowhere, I'm talking, and I didn't see it. He saw it, but it was in my image, my view. There was this big kielbasa sausage coming through the curtain and waving around, and it was her. It was awesome. And he just stopped talking, and he goes, "Oh, uh-oh. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, look over there. And I see this sausage flopping around behind me. That was funny. It was great. But those are good examples on why I was so happy when I got a room.
You sure it wasn't the plumber who just popped around
Yeah.
for 2 minutes
He was poking
to fix
fun.
the plumbing? Yes.
Yeah.
So, Clay, what's our topic today?
So-
Our real topic?
We are talking about our favorites. I didn't really pin down a number, but it doesn't matter how much favorites you bring to the show, Michael, Kevin, whatever you've got. Our favorite gear for 2025. That is the main focus, and then we can talk whatever.
Now, this isn't gear that may have come out in 2025, but maybe gear that we've received or possibly have used within the year.
Right.
Yeah.
I looked at it like stuff that became my favorites in this year. And for me to have favorites is really hard. I'm not a good favorites person.
I'm not either, but I mean, I'm looking around my room and I'm like looking at the things that I use every day. Oop, and I'll just bump my mic. That I can see being my favorites. I'm like, okay, yeah, I use this all the time. This is going to be some of my favorite stuff, and it may not always be microphones.
Right. Could be. I almost included the small rig friction arms because those are like those things that are really doing wonders for you, but they get no attention. They just sit there. I've got one mounted. I'm pointing. That's got a camera on it, a webcam. They're great, man. Those are great things to have.
Small little helpful devices that just make things set up easier.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly acknowledge Pigtown Sports.
Mhm.
He said, "What's up, fellas?" He's driving home from work, and I'm happy to hear that it is midday and you're heading home. You should be heading home early before the holidays. He said his favorite mic is the Ethos, and I cannot disagree. If I had one, it would be sitting here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That
So for
would
Pigtown
probably make
Sport-
my list.
Do you prefer with the windscreen on or not? So Pigtown Sports. I've seen some videos where they say you bet with the windscreen, some without it. For the Ethos.
Be careful answering us back. I know you said you're heading home.
And
Oh yeah. Yeah, scrap that. We'll just use our imagination.
Voice messages.
I want a full detailed essay on
Speaking of the Ethos or things of that like that, it's mic placement, room sound, and your specific voice. The Ethos in every microphone is going to sound different depending on your mic placement, room setup, and your voice. So it's going to be everything. You're like, this mic may sound different if I had it up higher. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, I think that's a good point, Kev. I know when I first started, one thing I struggled with was I can use the same microphone over 2 or 3 different days, and it sounds completely different each
Each
time.
day. Mhm.
Like significantly different sometimes, and you think, well, I've just fixed it 3 days ago.
Didn't do
And obviously,
anything.
as you say, it's
Yeah.
things like the position's a little bit off.
Mhm.
You talk a bit
move a little
louder. It's a little bit further away. There's some, and there was all that stuff where it helped me think there isn't a perfect solution to this. You've got to just, as you say, keep adapting, keep updating things. But that was one thing that I was a bit surprised at. The tiny little differences can make such a big difference
Yep.
to the end product.
One thing that I've done, and I've told everybody this before, is on my desk, I have laid out those rubber desk mats.
Yeah.
It's like a big mouse pad, basically. And that helps a great deal from any reflection that's coming right directly below me. So doing things like that, throwing curtains, having books on shelves, foam, even the cheap foam. I got those, whatever, 12-inch by 2-inch black foam off of Amazon. Cheap stuff. No, it's not top notch. No, it's not perfect. Is it helping? Yes.
Yeah.
Completely
I
helping.
would imagine you can get egg crates. You remember those foam egg
Yeah.
crates? And that would
Yeah.
work just as good.
Yeah,
Or
man,
I've seen
maybe
a video-
not just as good, but it would help.
what'd you
Yeah, there was a
see?
video by Booth Junkie. Have you seen the one where he's in the closet
Yeah.
and he's just surrounded by clothes? And
Yeah.
you're going,
Perfect.
it could be something as simple as that, just to dampen all those reflections and noises.
If you're just doing an audio only podcast, matter of fact, the few wedding videos that I've done for people, I often wanted the bride and groom to record themselves saying not their vows, but like saying something that's kind of close to their vows. You know, like why I'm getting married to you, blah 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 blah. I would tell every single one of them the same thing. I would say, go home, use your phone, get it close to your mouth, hold it over here in the corner, and back yourself into the closet and record it. Because it's just,
Yeah. Anything that takes down the voice reflections, like clothes, like you said, it just makes the recording that the sound of your voice comes through so much better.
even it's just uneven surfaces. Like if you can't go all out, like I said, bookshelves where the books are all kind of, staggered differently.
Yeah.
I've got a mattress over to this side, a full mattress
Fine. So
against the
whenever
wall. It's
on the outs with the wife, you can just sleep in there too.
well, exactly. Yeah, it does come in handy. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be like, yay.
you know me so well
Yeah.
already.
So let's start with our guest. Michael. What is one of your favorite gears of 2025?
Okay, I've tried to pick things to fit in with the theme of the show. So a lot of these things are budget, but I would say they're good. The good quality and good prices. So the first thing I've chosen, and I'll try to hold it up a little bit. You might not see. Now
Hold
it's
on,
a
let
full
me-
windscreen.
Okay. Yep.
It's the A85WS. Don't know if you can see that there.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that costs you can get it on Amazon. It's around about $15, maybe a little bit more than that.
Ed?
But just to show you, I'm quite a vain person, especially if I'm going to do something like this. I want to make sure things look as good as possible, as cheap as possible. And here's a microphone that the windscreen is designed for. So it's slim. It's got a slim. I'll just show you there.
No, I like that. I like that look.
So that is like a sort of Sennheiser type. If you've got a skinnier, smaller basket for the head, I think these look superb. Just smarter.
Do
If
they
you
don't
compare
have
it,
that little like bump out on the bottom? so
Yeah.
it's a little bit narrower. Yeah.
I mean, there's the other. Again, it's perhaps hard to see there.
I like it too because it's not so the one on my right is like the typical shape. The one on my left that you like, it's actually nice and tapered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that look. I like that
It
look a lot.
It looks like the SM57 with the, the pop filter you get on that. That style, that
Yeah.
sort of shape. So if you put it on something like an on a SM58 as an example, this isn't one, but it's a similar size. It bulges, so you can stretch
Yeah.
it. But I don't think that looks as good.
No, it kind of looks
No.
like something
It looks
else.
funny, looks weird. So if you're going to get one, I've got quite a few of these. Skinnier, slimmer microphones. If you want something, I think that it's about the same quality, foam-wise. It's not bad. Obviously, it's a Shure product, so it's a genuine Shure product, so it's well made. But it was more for sort of aesthetically, if you're going to do something.
Yeah.
If you perhaps podcasting, anybody who's watching or listening, if you've got a handheld and it's slim enough.
And I'm not gonna lie, I if I'm on camera, aesthetics mean a lot to me in my microphone. So that's why a lot of times I won't put a windscreen on a fine if it, something like this, because I just don't like to cover it up.
Yeah.
I like the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I like the sound.
Like that one.
It changes.
A lot prettier without it, but
gorgeous.
like we talked about, perhaps it's better with this on, but you sort of want to show off the microphone, don't you? I didn't really want to put this on, but I think it sounds better, so I'll have to. But
not showing off in a bad way, but you know, exemplifying it. You know, like putting it out and going, look at this thing, it's gorgeous. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to Miss K. She says she's working, but she's tuned in.
Merry Christmas, Miss K.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Let's see. Clay, would you like to go next, or you want me to go?
Sure. I don't care. So one of mine is thanks to Michael, a guy named Michael Lawrence. Is the by
It's Lawton, actually.
What is it?
Michael Lawton, according to Kevin. You'll never live that down, Colin. Kevin.
I'll own it.
Yeah. Ride
I'll
it
own
out.
it. I am horrible with names, so I'll own it.
I just even just hanging on to it. It's heavy. It's all metal. You get that cold steel. You know, it's pretty. It's got the two-tone grill. It has an awesome sound, awesome tone, and it's the Bifaley brand, the brand that Michael. We knew about Bifaley, but we didn't really start paying attention to it until Michael came along, and it's just an awesome microphone. So this is one of my favorites.
I can see why. I think we've talked about it a little bit before, but I can see why people won't buy them, because I mean that costs around about $100 if you had to buy that, and I can appreciate that sometimes. That's a lot of money for someone to gamble on a microphone that they've never heard of, from a company they've never heard of, from AliExpress. And it's a lot of money. And I can see why people would say, well, I'd rather buy a fine for $100 or a second-hand, sort of supposedly better quality mic.
Right.
Kevin and me, they're going to know about Bifaley more.
Yeah.
So
I must say, one of the things is the quality control. The only thing I've heard of is the quality control is...
As far as consistency with internals?
Yes. Yeah. I know Philip mentioned it, I think, on a previous live stream as well. But I think you pay the money. That's sort of why you're paying. If you get a good one, it's a fantastic price for a fantastic microphone. You can get problems with it, obviously. And I think the Time Preservation Society, I think he doesn't actually recommend Bifaleys anymore because he's heard stories of the internals, the quality control. That's why I bought several copies, as well as I like doing that. It was also because I thought I love the sound, and if one breaks, I've got another 3 in the cupboard because I just don't know how long they're going to last. I thought, well, I want for the rest of my life, I'm hoping I'd love to use the Bifaleys forever until I'm gone. So I thought for the price and while they were there, get them. But that's just something to mention to people. Obviously, be aware. Personally, I've had very few problems with delivery, quality control of Bifaley. The company themselves, seen and see it on AliExpress, which I think it's their company. It's pretty much Bifaley.
I would imagine that, there's going to be quality control issues, but they're few and far in between.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, obviously I've had one out of all the ones I've bought, there's one. It was actually the one that Philip had where he said he had to put the foam on the outside. That was the same microphone, the KK505. So maybe that model has an issue. All of the rest I've bought that you've got there. I mean, put it this way, I didn't even test them before I sent them to the two of you because I thought they'll just work.
And they have.
It sounds like
they have. They definitely have. So one of mine is also the Bifaley, but this is the V6. The V6. Love the sound of this microphone. It's very warm, very inviting. Has enough low end to where I don't need to add a whole lot, and I just love the look of this microphone as well. So it's a warm sounding microphone with a lot of low end that I just adore. And again, I'm going to thank you, Michael, every time I get a chance to. So thank you very much.
It is a pleasure. See, as I say, I knew you'd enjoy them. Or I thought you would anyway. Having watched your
Great.
show, the two of you, and I thought, you'll love these things. You've got to have a go at this.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, man, my back is starting to hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I'm like, I need to move over here.
It's been a couple days, so.
Do you want me to do another one if you're just in pain there, then, Kevin?
Yeah, go right ahead.
You can stretch.
Another one?
That'll be
Okay.
the order that we do is Michael, Kevin, and then me.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
Right, okay. Right,
Like-
I've got this one.
Ooh.
I don't know
Right.
if everybody else heard that. Whew. I looked up and my neck was just like, ding. Those moments where you're like, this is it. It's over.
It's like we were talking about before, isn't it? It's bending down and then getting back up again. That's what I'm
Yeah.
struggling with these
Yeah.
days. I can get down there, but it's getting back up. Right, this one it's not the microphone, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. So, now, actually, it's a little bit different to what you're used to. You see what it is?
K688.
Yeah. Minus the shock mount.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm not taking credit for this. This was Mike Newman did a video. I agreed with him that one of the problems with this mic, I think, is that the shock mount just looks, like he said, it looks like a toy. It looks a bit strange.
It does.
And
It's like-
I've never liked it. Now, all you do is you just unscrew. Again, this is on Mike Newman's channel, nothing to do with me. I copied him. There's just a few little screws you undo and you get rid of that, but you're then left with this. Now, what I'm going to sort of recommend, one thing I found this year is if you do that, the shock mount that Mike Newman recommended cost around about $25. I think it was an on-stage shock mount got on stage.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with this is how fat it is, how big it is.
It is girthy.
Yeah,
It is girthy.
So most shock mounts won't fit it. So you can't just take it and put it in another shock mount. So I did a bit of digging around, and again on AliExpress, but I found it looks to be exactly the same or very similar to what Mike Newman said, the on-stage one. Now this is about $7 or $8. So you get 3 of these for one of the ones on Amazon. So if you wanted to modify your K688 and you wanted a shock mount that will fit,
How does that one open up?
Is it a
it's
clamp?
just the classic, just the
Clamp?
yeah.
Because it looks very, very similar to what I'm holding.
Yeah.
It's
Has it got the
bigger. I
clamp?
think it's a bigger diaphragm.
It's huge. Yeah, it's hard to see. I should have worn a different top actually, so you can see it a bit easier.
Because this one fits almost perfectly on the K669D, but you can go bigger, but I don't think it would fit
It's
on.
bigger. Yeah. In
Yeah.
that case, it's basically a bigger version of what you've got. So, and it just goes in very easily.
Yeah, I don't.
Now again, I'm not taking no credit for this. This was Mike Newman's idea. I liked it, and
Wait, where'd you find that idea from?
it's on AliExpress. Oh, Mike Newman did a video on it a while ago.
Oh,
I'm
this
not sure
Oh,
how
you mean
long.
this guy?
Level up
Yes,
with Mike Newman.
That
that's
guy
the
there.
one.
That guy
Yeah.
there.
So
was
if you go,
Clay knew where I was going right away.
I'm so glad you hit that right after I said this guy.
well, yes, he's very good, like the two of you as well. So this one is, if you go to AliExpress, you're looking for the 65mm microphone shock mount, and it's sold by
Okay.
Anleon, don't know how you pronounce it, Anleon brand discount store.
Not a
I
bad
don't know what it
idea.
is in dollars. But I can send the link through if anyone's interested afterwards. We can do that.
I'm not
But,
big on that shock mount either, but I don't totally hate it.
No?
I do wish it was metal instead of plastic, but I don't totally hate it. I like it for some reason. I know it looks like the same style as the Mayano 200, but I think the Mayano 200's rounded a little bit more, and I don't like
Yeah, it's
that
like-
one.
Rounded edges.
I don't like that one at all compared to the Fine.
Mm.
Fine, at least it's a thin piece of plastic that goes around.
It was. And it's easy to take off if you really want to. Just those
Yeah.
3 or 4 screws, like Mike was saying. So, well, that's
Sometimes
my
you want
second sort of tip if you're interested for,
Yeah.
say, $7 or $8. If you wanted to, and like Mike was saying, you could sort of treat it on camera. It looks a bit more like an SM7B or People
Yeah.
wouldn't know necessarily
Yeah.
what the microphone was if you're into that sort of thing. I thought it might just be a useful thing I'd found. I thought if people are interested,
If you guys
Why
don't
not?
care, I'm going to step out of order because that is a perfect segue to my next favorite item for 2025.
oh yeah,
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Well, you are in order.
PD.
This is in order.
Yeah, the PD200W. And the only thing I don't like about it at all is the shock mount. Aside from that, this is a really cool idea. I don't know why somebody hasn't done this already because we have wireless mics. Why not?
Why not? Why not make it into a studio mic, right?
Yeah. It's the same technology, but now you've got a bigger capsule. You're running around, whatever.
Last week I wish I would have took mine, but I had no more. Literally, I had no more room in the suitcase. We kind of had to sit on the suitcase and zip it up to as was. So yeah, it was pretty bad. So, but if I would have been able to fit something like that in there, I probably would have been able to do some live streaming.
Perfect. I did one at the park, and it was not really, really windy, but it was windy.
You did one in your truck, bro.
I did it in the truck. I did it in the park, and it sounded great each time. Like,
Yeah. I love the connect. I love the wireless connected. The functionality of it is absolutely incredible.
Do you think you could take that shock mount off? Not now, but do you think you could do that, Clay? Just if you were out, I thought you could. That would make it easier to hold in your hand if you were
I'm
doing
going
something like that.
to try. That's for sure. I just don't know how yet.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
And it look,
clamped on.
yeah,
Right at the bottom. I don't know if you can really even see that, but right at the bottom, right behind my finger, there's just a little tiny clamp with a little screw in it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's how it comes out.
Oh
Or
well.
comes apart. I don't know if you can see that, but not really. I think I was doing that for nothing.
No, I
Yeah,
see
see something.
exactly what you're talking about. All right.
On to Kevin's.
So on to me, I'm gonna stick with the Fine K669D or the Mayano PD200W. I do like the shock mount. I mean the windscreen, but I'm gonna go with some really cheap windscreens that you can put on these things. Maybe not this one. Maybe not the PD200.
But you could still, well, once you set it and forget it, maybe it'll scan.
Yeah.
I noticed they have that clip on there, which is
Yeah,
not
that clip.
common in-
Okay, so we'll go Fine K688. The phone windscreen, I dropped it. These are like $10 on Amazon, and it'll go on there very nicely. It almost fits perfectly, and you can change up the color of your windscreen to almost any color you would like. I have purple, I have a blue one, I have a red one. And these are like $10, and you can change up the look of your microphone however you like, and it looks good on camera. And like I said, it's almost a perfect fit. There you go.
I got my blue one too. That's kind of cool. That would be good for going outdoors.
Oh, there you go. Keep cutting down a lot of that wind.
Yeah, putting that big old chunky monkey on there and going outside. Yep.
There you go. I mean, it's just an idea that, I don't know if a lot of people would have or even think of that, hey, I got this microphone and it's kind of all one tone. It's black and gray. I want a little color. Just go get yourself a colored windscreen. The SM7B windscreen works perfect.
Yep. That's what this one right here is.
Yep.
This is the Lex Mophie on Amazon. They make stuff just like Michael's that he's holding,
Yep.
and then they make the big fat ones.
These ones I've got are slightly different. These are actually from AliExpress, and they're a little bit more. They're not as spongy as some of the other ones.
Are they
It's-
more
it's-
like velour?
Yes.
Velvety?
It's like a mixture between, yes.
Yeah.
It's like that and sponge. These are about the same price.
Okay.
I will be right back.
No
And I
problem.
mean, I'm not going to, I know you've done it, but just very similar to yours, Kevin. You know, you've got purple and very different and
They-
red.
They have all the colors of the rainbow, whatever color. Ooh, I like that red. That's a dark
Yeah.
red.
That's like a
dark red.
wine, red wine, I
Yeah.
think it's called.
I
So
like
if you
that a
wanted to, just to sort of, not to steal your thunder, but just to sort of follow on, if anyone's interested, there's Amazon. And if you did have a look on AliExpress, you do have alternatives. Again, it is for the SM7B, but of
That's-
course it does fit.
That's my red
yeah.
right there.
I think
Ooh,
this
I like
one's,
that dark red one.
yeah, it's my favourite as
That
well.
is
That's
nice.
the style. That's there, yeah.
That is like royal looking,
Yeah. This is my
like a
favourite.
royal red.
Yeah. There's blue as well, but I mean, I haven't got pink. I haven't gone that far, but everything else.
Ooh, that's a wow.
The blue's a bit darker as
Yeah.
well. So see, they're different. So if anyone's interested,
I like
they might
that.
prefer one or the other.
Send me the link.
I will do, yeah. In fact, I can tell you, I will send the link, but just generally, it's
You could even
from.
comment the link in the description. Oh, hey, what's up, Sean? Bulldog Social Club. has
Bulldog
jumped-
Social Club, dude. I just came back from Portland. And you're right. It is a emoji hole, right there.
Emoji hole.
Listen, it was gray. It was rain. It's just gray out there. Like there's the sun. There's no sun. Everything is gray. The skies are gray.
That's how it is here.
Feeling is gray. It's just miserable. Everything's
Oh.
always wet. And to get away from the weather, they have a homeless population that is out of control. Everything is dirty. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy my time out there. Sorry. Oh,
Do you have a lot of evergreen stuff where you live? A lot of like things that stay green year round.
who are you talking to? Myself
You,
or
Kevin.
Yes, I do.
That's because you're not used to that. That's what we have here. Is it's right now it looks like depression outside. We do get sunny days, but we get a lot more that's just gray. You can't see the clouds. You can't see the sun. It's just bleh.
I don't like that at all.
No, neither do I.
You don't want to move to the UK then.
No, 'cause
It's
like
every day is this.
Yep.
We get the odd bit of sun as well, but no.
But not
think
only
it's
that,
about
just
always-
driving in Portland, the getting off the main roads and just driving in Portland, everything feels so tight because there's no parking anywhere. Everything is on street parking, which we all know I freaking hate that. That is absolutely the worst. But I don't like it at all. It's just not for me. It's
it's not. Yeah.
barely a place I'd want to visit. So the only other place I want to go in Portland is I want to go see the Goonie House. That's about it.
Yeah, but it would look the same. It would just be on the coast, and it would still be gray and depressing.
But it's the Goonie House, and the Goonies is one of
Yeah.
my favorite movies. So
Yep, mine too, as we all know.
sorry, I went off on a rant.
No. Did Michael, did we move on to who's next?
I think it's
Yeah,
it is.
Mike.
I just chipped in there because it was the same sort of
Okay.
thing that Kevin was talking about. So
Yeah.
this one I didn't want to do too many microphones, but I'm going to do one that I don't think anybody on YouTube's talked about or shown as yet. Even Bark hasn't got this one, I don't think.
Okay.
It's around about $50. So from your side of things, so well within the budget. Again, I had to do a lot of my stuff, as you know, is a gamble, if you like, on AliExpress things. Sometimes I've scored brilliantly with the buy fairlies. Other times I've bought stuff and it's garbage. And sometimes it's somewhere in the middle. This is a one that's it's very flat in a good way. So if I was going to do a podcast, I would actually probably put this microphone on with a high pass filter and I think it sounds like me talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
There's no boost. There's nothing fancy to do with it. So it's a 25mm capsule. It's a condenser. I'll show you now.
25 millimeter. So is that like
Yeah.
falling into large or medium?
I think you class it as large, don't you? But I mean, it depends who
Yeah.
you talk to, I think. They used to, well, this, I'll show you what it is first. They did have a bigger version than this. So it's Godox.
Okay.
Oh,
Now they're
don't
10
make lights?
Yes.
Godox? Yeah.
I know Curtis Judd's done a lot of videos on the Godox lights. They do a few things with microphones. Now this one, I'll open it up in a second. This is the 25mm capsule one. About a year ago, I'd seen this one and it was around about $120 at that time. And there was a few stores on AliExpress were selling it. There was a 32 or 34mm capsule version that was going for around about $200.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was too much for me now and then. But I did sort of keep it in the back of my mind. I don't know what's happened. They mustn't have sold any of them. And there's one store, the Godox store itself now, is selling these for, as I say, about $50. They don't do the big ones anymore. So they basically had this, which is the X-Mic 10L, and it was the X-Mic 10XL. It's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Can't find that one anywhere now. But I mean, for this, it looks quite similar to sort of the V6 that Kevin's got, really.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'll show you in a second. You do get a cable with it as well.
It's always nice when a company will provide a XLR cable.
Yeah, and again, it's not brilliant, but it's you can
They've
use it.
steered away from that a lot lately.
Yeah. As I say, for the price, bear in mind it was a lot more expensive about a year ago. The shock mount looks very similar to the V6,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I won't take it out of its bit there. And actually, the body shape again very similar, but it's actually red. It's actually got the capsule. It's got a
Oh, I
red
see that. Yeah, I
back
see
to it.
that. That's kind of cool.
to there. Now, it is all metal build, tough as old boots. You could drop that and not have any worries. The only thing I had was I nearly sent it back because I was talking it the wrong side of it. So when I got it, where the Godox label is, I had it turned like that towards my mouth, and I thought, bloody hell, this sounds terrible. It sounds like I'm in a cupboard here. Nearly sent it back, and then if you turn it round, it's actually got the cardioid symbol there, and I was like, oh man. So I think they've done that to advertise. So from the back, people will know it's
smart.
a Godox microphone.
That's
The front
smart.
is that. Well, too clever for me, as you can tell. So, but that is,
I
If
I
anyone
probably
is-
would have done the same thing because
Yeah.
usually the labeling comes
Yeah.
in.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
it
Yeah,
is. So
everybody would have done that.
yeah. Oh well, at least it's not just me. So, and that's. I'm not saying for anyone to buy this. I know, and I would hate someone to buy it and go, "What the hell are you talking about? It's garbage." But me personally, I've been very impressed. It's neutral, and what I like about it is there's none of that sibilance that you get with a lot of microphones from China, as you know.
Right.
Right.
It's smooth. It's basically something where you could just talk. As I say, it's not hyped up. You just sound like it's you talking into a microphone, which
Yeah.
then means for long form content, I think this thing's absolutely brilliant with minimal changes. To
Not
me.
going overboard.
So, no. So that's something, and it is on. It's hard to find actually, but if you just search for Godox on AliExpress, you'll find this microphone here. And keep an eye out for the red. The red bit will give it away. But as I say, it's just my opinion on that. But that's definitely one I'm going to keep, and I think I'll be using that every chance I
Nice.
get, because there's next to nothing to do with it, in my opinion.
I like
So-
the look, the color
Yeah.
scheme.
Yeah,
That's
it
got
looks
the
smart.
two-tone grill too.
It has a
Yeah.
very nice midnight black
Yeah.
look to it.
It looks nice as well, like you were saying there. So even on camera, I'd be very happy to have something like that on. And then just talking
Price,
to the thing.
you said around 100, 120.
That one's about $50.
Oh,
The orig-
Yeah.
The original was about 100, 120. And the bigger one, which you can't get now, was about 200. So,
So it's still a deal right now.
I think it's going to be there permanently. I actually got it for, that's like the RRP. Because I got, on AliExpress, you get your vouchers and coupons.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I got, I actually got two of them. There you go. For £35 each. So about
Wow.
$80, $90 for two with
Yeah.
the coupons.
That's
I
not
mean,
bad
it's
at all.
absolutely crazy.
No, that's
So
great.
it's as I say. I mean, it's up to if anyone does want to get one. I would recommend it, but please don't shout if you if you get it, and make sure you're talking to the right side of it.
The right side. There was somebody just talking about that. I can't remember who it was, but it was this guy I keep seeing, and I'm not trying to insult him. I just don't remember his name, but he's been popping up a lot lately, and he does shorts talking about stuff like, and that's what he was talking about. He's like, your mic doesn't sound bad, you do, and he's like telling you why, and then you're talking into the wrong side,
Mhm.
But it's true. Not everybody knows, and they hook it up and start talking into the wrong side and go, this thing sounds crappy.
I've seen a really popular YouTuber. I don't know what, you can't remember his name. Who was a microphone supposedly an expert, and he was talking to an SM7B from the side, and then over the top. And he thought, obviously, didn't know it was an end address. So, and
I've
he was
seen-
giving opinions saying, "Oh, this is
Over the
terrible."
top
This in the
works.
comments, people are saying,
Too though.
I've seen that more times than I care to
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm always like, kind of like aimed not directly at my mouth because I don't want to. I want those to go this way, but it's aimed towards me, not completely away from me.
I've seen end address mics been talked into like
Yeah.
this.
Bad. Yeah, there was a podcast. I'm not gonna say names because I'm not trying to insult, but it was two women, and they were doing the same thing. They had a side address microphone. They had one microphone sitting on the desk, not on a boom arm, on a stand, and it was aimed the wrong way.
Oh,
And I saw them do that like 5 times, and I was like, this is awful. And they eventually, somebody must have cued them in because they eventually started switching it around, but they still were only using one microphone. And I'm like, yeah, no.
well, the worst thing I've seen, it drives my wife nuts, is if we're watching something on the television and there's a microphone, someone's perhaps in a studio or something. Firstly, I have to test myself to see if I can recognise what the microphone is, which drives her mad. And then I go, oh, it's an RE20. Ah, marvellous. And then also what is worse is when you see them and exactly what you're saying there, you know what the microphone is, and they're talking to the wrong side or the wrong end. And you go, for God's sake, just a little bit of research. I know it's just a TV show, but come on. It's just like, and I can't help but look at it. I should be watching the show, but I'm going, oh.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you two, but I have to stop doing that.
anytime there's a microphone that comes on like my screen or TV show or something like that, I'm always trying to figure out what mic it is. Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and do my last one. Well, not my last one. I have this boom arm is one of them, but as a content creator, this has become one of my most favorite pieces of gear. This is a gimbal for your phone. And anytime you see me doing B-roll footage of my whatever product I'm reviewing, it's with this. I'm doing it with this so that it's reducing the shake in the sudden movements, and I can do so many creative things with this. I use this to film all my GMC videos for a local GMC dealership. This is incredible. I don't know if I'd recommend everybody buying this one right away because this one's not a cheap one, but having this has helped me in here with my YouTube videos way more than anybody really even realizes.
How much did that cost then, Clay? How much was that?
This one, I'd have to look it up to verify right now, but I want to say it was $269 at the time. But this one is a little different. This one has, this is your operation screen. It's a touch screen. It's also a monitor, because this particular one has a detachable camera module.
Oh, nice.
And this camera module is it's basically wireless and just has contacts on the bottom. So you set that there and this will follow stuff. So you can make this thing follow or track a head, a body, a bike, a car. It doesn't matter. Any object you highlight, it's going to follow it everywhere. And that transmits to this screen. Okay, touch screen, monitor, joystick. Oh wait, there's more. Okay, it comes off.
Oh, okay.
So you can take this screen with the joystick. It's got the joystick and the pause and play, you know, for hit and record, and you can go off somewhere else and completely control this thing from off in the distance.
So that would be cool for like a sports game if you're or something like that.
Yeah,
Good old
I mean,
sports ball.
granted, you're talking about using your phone, not a DSLR camera. It's not going to hold that because it's made to hold a phone. But I mean, this thing is just, there's a dial right here that you can change. You can like reassign this dial to different functions. I have it set to right here. So you've got the camera sensor right there. This whole other side is a light that has the full RGB gamut, the full color temperature spectrum, and you can adjust all of that with this wheel. It is very, very versatile. So I mean, if you got $200 and something laying around, however much they're going for right now, it's worth it. But you can get cheaper ones that may not have all these features. Not only that, it's got mounts. There's 1/4 inch threaded holes in different sections where you can mount other things to it. Handles, lights, microphone mounts. There is a USB-C port right here so that you can power your phone. And then it's got the USB-C port down here to charge it up. What else does it have on there? I think that's it as far as ports go. But I mean, just very handy. So this is definitely, I got this last year, but it's definitely become one of my most favorite things. Probably going to be my favorite thing every year because I use it a lot. I use it for all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, especially when you're out and about, having a gimbal is very nice.
And it does that. So,
Oh, well.
yeah, like it's just
I'm
great.
sold now.
Yeah, it's. I never did a full review on it. I did a little, like a mini review, because it was a new company, and it took me a while to get reimbursed because you guys know how the system goes.
Yep.
Took me a long time, and I finally did. But by then, I had already given up and gave the review. And so
But it
they
was
make
nice
good.
that you finally
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I want to talk about lighting. I want to talk about. I have two different lights right here. I have another one here from a different company, but I have two different lights from the same company. These are Wheelisi, Weilisi. These are 10.2 inch desk mounted. They come with a clamp, kind of like like a boom arm does. That will go on my desk. That you can clamp anywhere. I'm gonna move my camera around so you can actually see it. There we go. Hey, and I went to the other one. So this is these are two different lights, this one and the other one, and I can control it from a little module. It's a little cheap little module that most of these cheap brands have, and no, I can't show it, but you can change the light whether you want it darker. Sorry, I'm moving my mic around. Darker or brighter. You can change the temperature of it. A light tone, more of a warmer tone, or just bright light, which is where I normally keep it. I have two of them. They're about $36 a piece right now. Wheelisi, and I use these, and you can move them around however you want. They do go up higher. I'm not going to stand up and show that, but they do go up higher.
Oh, go on, go for it. Go on.
All right.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
Prove it. He doesn't want us to see his speed.
No, exactly. No, that's great.
But just simple lighting that you can put anywhere on your desk, and just because great lighting for YouTube is a must, in my opinion. So you're not, I don't know, so you're not like blown out or
Right.
too under, too much, too dark. But yeah, I use these lights all the time. They're some of my favorite ones that I've ever had, mainly because I can position them just about anywhere I want, and they're easy to work with. I don't have to figure out the temperature of them. It's just simple. It's a dimmer switch, pretty much. So that's my one of mine. I enjoy
Very
it.
nice. Yeah, lighting
It's good.
and sound. Wow, these are so much better. I haven't worn these forever. Lighting and sound makes it for me. Sound first and then lighting.
Yeah.
If it sounds horrible, I don't care how entertaining it is or how good the video looks. I can't pay attention.
No, sound is more important than
seems to be.
visual. But once you get your sound, work on
Yeah.
your lighting.
So lighting can help you with a lot of things. You don't have to have a superb camera with a really good resolution. You can have kind of a mid-level to budget webcam, but light it very well, and it still come out nice.
This is very true. I mean, I'm using a E-Meet
Yeah.
for mine, and this is fantastic for what I need it to be.
Yeah.
Is that the default settings there, Kevin? Or have you changed it much?
No, I have changed it with the software that it comes with. But I will say that right out the box, it's not as great. Right out the box, it's not as great. It's you do have to work with it, and especially depending on what type of room you have. I take that back. I've seen reviews of it right out the box where it looks good, and I've seen reviews where right out the box it doesn't look that great. It all depends on the lighting in your room that you have
Right.
currently.
Interesting.
I've found that to be true with all. Well, I shouldn't say all of eMeet's cameras, but you say it's a thing with that one, and I have the Pixie, and the Pixie's when you first turn it on, it's like, ooh, you really gotta. But once you start messing with it, it doesn't look bad at all.
And you could either work with it with their settings, or you could use the settings in OBS and change it as well.
Yep.
But yeah, once you dial it in, and I feel it's the same with any web camera that you get, you're not going to use it as is right out the box anyway. You're going to play with things to get things, the colors a little bit more saturated and stuff like that. I mean, if at least I would, I never keep things right out the box settings.
No, especially when it comes to microphones, we're tinkerers.
No, even webcams, I've never used right out the box settings.
Yeah. Nope.
Do we have any more? Or do we want to wrap this up?
I've got one more. If you want, just a quick one at the end. Yeah.
We can all do one more.
Right. This one it's another pop filter. I'll show you the camera there. Where's it? Upside down.
The Soon Talks.
Yeah. So can you see the picture of it?
That's a big, real wide pores.
Well, hexagon.
Yeah. So what that is, I'll take it out, I'll show you. So you get, that is you mentioned last time, Clay, about the, like the filter from fish tanks.
Yeah. That's
This
one of those.
Looks to me like that.
Exactly like that, yeah.
So it's now what you do.
Well, now you got a filter for your crab fish tank.
Yes, there you go. That's what I bought it for originally. I thought, I wonder if I can talk into it. And basically, it's something similar to this, there's a little show you there. So the top bit, the filter, clips into the actual clip itself, and you can tighten that or not with a screw.
Okay.
I'll just tighten it roughly. There's nothing, it's quite cheap. I mean, it's all plastic other than the fish filter. And what you do is if you have a side address microphone, so I'll use this one that I mentioned before, one I prepared earlier, then what you do is you just clip this to the body.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you then undo this, I'll just drop it down a bit. It means
So
like
you're
obviously
still
that
showing off the microphone to the to your audience, but
yes,
you got the filter on it.
yeah. This one's obviously a small microphone, so I'll just have to make some. But that's it. So all it is it's just a clip.
Yeah.
And it just clips onto the body. So as long as it's a side address, not an end address.
There you
That's
go.
really cool.
And that's it.
really cool.
And then if you don't like it, you just take it off. If you want to pop it on another microphone, you get another side address. It's bigger or smaller, and it just clips on. Now that's round about $10, $15 tops. And obviously what you can do is, if that's too close, you can actually move this back. You know, so if you want to have a little bit more air
Right.
between
Yep.
the filter and that, so I'll do something ridiculous. Just pop it there.
I like that.
So you can adjust the distance between the end of the, or the side
nice.
address of the
Yeah,
microphone
put a
and
little
that
bit of
there.
a buffer in there.
You can push it up a bit.
That's really cool.
So I quite like it. It just means then if you do want to have probably a condenser, but you've got something there which you can just clip on, as long as it is side address, and then you can adjust the distance
Yeah,
between
that
it.
one too.
And it's the price, you know, I got those for around about £10, so probably 12, 15. They were on Amazon, but they come and go, so they might not be there at the minute, but just keep an eye on, and that is Suntok, Suuntok, Suntok. Just get the one, and obviously you can just adapt it and put it on. I've tried some other ones like the Bifairly ones, you know, the bendy bit,
Yeah.
and that's awkward. Trying to clip it onto the stand and all this.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. Whereas this is, I think, what a simple, clever idea. Clip it on, take it off.
And the adjustability is pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is plastic. As I say, the build quality, if you do get one, it's not the greatest. So don't expect it to be that. But as long as you're careful, and
But
once
it's
you set it,
versatile.
it is.
Versatility. I love anything that's versatile.
yeah. So that was something I found this year, and I thought, share that with people if you're interested. There you go.
Jersey 201, Merry Christmas to you as well, and Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas,
Happy
Jersey.
New Year, he says.
I like that. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flay, do you have one more?
Not really. I mean, I've got my boom arms. They're my favorite. The fine. What is this again? The BM66T.
Yeah.
T is just giving it this extended pole, which makes it a little higher so that you're still even further away from the desk, which is I love. I just like this and my my newer MS002. The only thing is ever since I got this one, this is all I use now because I am like completely free. I don't have to worry about hitting anything. The only drawback I would say to this one is, and I'm not knocking fine, it's just not top quality. Like it gets the job done, but there's a lot of like clunky, wiggly, like you can feel even when you got everything tightened down, you're just like there's a little bit of play in all the joints.
You need a 90-degree adapter for that. So it's not.
Yeah. To get it. The only thing that I like about this is it gives it this curve, which is something that I got from Red Cabin Acoustic. He had mentioned
Oh, that's true.
that
That
you
is
want to
true.
have a bit of a curve in it because it gets it a little, away from here. And
At least in mine, I still have the curve right here.
yeah,
Yeah, I have as well.
he was just saying you don't want to have it tight straight to. There's a lot of people will take it and just run it right over here and put a wire tie on it and you don't want that. So, but you're right. It still would be nice a 90 degree, even if it's a 90 degree like you're doing, but you're not bending the edge of this 90
Right,
degrees.
right.
You know what I mean? So and that might even help even more. Have one of those, and then this isn't bent at all.
So I'm going to end it with a microphone. I'm going to just end it with the microphone I've been using almost the whole time. The Fine Tank 6. I really love the versatility of this microphone being USB and XLR. It sounds very similar to the Tank 1, just slightly different. But I love this microphone. It's hefty. If you throw this at somebody, you could probably put them in the hospital. It is a big chunky boy, and
It
I
is.
love it. Yeah, I love
heavy.
it. I love it.
I think that is 1.94 pounds. Like it's almost
heavy.
a full 2 pounds. This one is like 1.8 something. I don't mark my words, but when I was doing the reviews on these, I had a scale up here, and I want to say it's like right at almost 2 pounds. That's heavy.
Yeah, for a microphone, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, not quite as heavy as the Memphis Blue, but it's close.
Jersey 201 asked, "What microphone arms do we prefer?"
The stand or the low profile microphones.
Standard, which would probably be like this, or
Yeah.
Low profile for me, I think. For my setup, that's better for me.
For me, I like the low profile. I've always been a low profile guy. I do like the standard. Don't get me wrong. I like the standard for what it can do. Keeps your desk a lot more cleaner. But for microphones, just on camera, I kind of like the low profile.
Me too.
And if I was to suggest, I would suggest the one you have and I have. I don't know what you have, Michael. The only reason
I don't actually.
Oh,
It was cheap.
I suggest these is because let me see if I can get it in view. Is because of the fact that you can't really see it. No. So this is the last arm, and it is like a pneumatic arm, so it raises and lowers and just stays wherever you put it.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at Kevin's. Maybe you can see his.
Ah,
Oh, nope. But the reason I would suggest this is because it has 3 sections. You don't even have to use all 3. You can use 1, you can use 2, or you can use 3. If you use 3, it gets it up higher than your average low-profile boom arm, especially when you consider that this part will go up. So this one is very versatile. It's very, very nice to have. I keep it
Mine's
around.
the same, Clay. I think if mine is like an unbranded one, so I can't really say much about some obscure Chinese brand. But from what you're saying, it's exactly the same in principle. You do get the different parts, and that's one of the reasons I liked it is as you say, that's the flexibility of what your situation is. You can just add parts
There
in,
he's
take
showing
parts
now.
off.
So you
and-
section 1,
one.
and then it steps up to another one. And you can actually take the 3rd section and put it directly onto the mount, the clamp, and just use the 1 if that works
Yeah,
for you.
or you can use 2. I mean, you can you could use one arm, 2 arms, or all 3.
You know what I just thought of?
What was that?
I bought 2 of these.
Oh my God!
You could, yeah.
Good man.
I could essentially put 2 more sections in that and make it do whatever I want it to do.
There we go. Back to me.
Well, I do
Yeah,
have 3 of these, Clay.
Yeah.
It'll be a standard to hear.
If I was to suggest a boom arm for anybody, low profile, if they want a low profile boom arm, the MS002, in my opinion,
From Newer.
the best one. Yeah, from Newer is probably top
Dollar for
notch.
dollar. Yeah. Because it's,
You have other ones out there from like Elgato that does the same thing pretty much, but it's what,
Expensive.
like 100
mind
and
you. Yeah.
lot more money. These are
$150, something like that.
$59 right now.
Yeah. So
Sure.
I would go with the Newer for sure.
It was 75 when I
Matter of
first got it.
Yeah, me too. But I would pay 75 for it again if I had to. You know what I mean? It's a great boom arm.
what does he say? The microphone on that. Oh, the microphone is the Fine AM8 Pro, like the newest version of the AM8. Very, very cool microphone.
Right. And I'm using the Tank 6. I almost called it Tank 3. The Tank 6.
Yeah, and mine's the Roxton DC one, which no one have really heard of. It's a good broadcast mic, I think.
Good. I'm so glad he brought that because that's the spice right there.
Yeah, that the stuff we've never heard of, or maybe heard of but never really experienced. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right, guys, I do think we're going to wrap things up. I want to thank Michael once again.
Yeah,
not only
pleasure
for
again.
gifting us the Baileys, but for joining us live and going over our year. Thank you, Michael. It's been awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Let's see. And as stated before, you don't really have any socials where people can find you.
No. If you want me to pop back anytime, you just give me a shout.
Go through us. If anybody wants to talk to him, you got to talk to us first.
Yeah,
that's right.
Talk to my agents.
We're bogarting him. We're his managers at this point.
That's right. Yes.
So for anybody that's been watching, not catching this on a rewatch, I hope everybody has a good Christmas, a happy New Year, and be safe.
Definitely. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All the best. Merry Christmas.
That does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin and Michael. So for Michael and Clay, I am Kevin saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend. And hit the button. There we go.
I was like, should I do it?
And I hit the wrong button.
Right, because